Hi, welcome to my channel Ruby Net Crochet Tejido. Today I'm going to teach you how to knit these beautiful, simple, fast and easy hats. Any beginner can make this hat. They are absolutely gorgeous and very easy to do. I hope you guys like it and give it a try. And here is the list of material you're going to need to make them. If you are not already a subscriber, please subscribe and click the little bell. That way you get notification each time I upload a video. Remember, I make my videos in Spanish and in English. If you receive a Spanish video and you want to see an English, go to the main page of my YouTube channel. There you will find the English version in there. Also, you can send me a message and I can send you the link. To make this adult size hat, I'm gonna use this Charisma from Loose and Thread, 100 meters, 100 grams, 100% acrylic. The color is Toadstool. It's a funny name. And it's bulky 5. It's super easy and fast to do. The netting needle are this circular 7mm netting needle, and from the tip to tip is 40 centimeters. I'm gonna use this round counter, but I'm gonna use it just as a marker because I don't wanna count the round. And measurement tape because we're gonna guide ourselves by measurements. You're gonna need tapestry needle and scissors. To make this hat, I'm gonna leave a tail long enough to cast on 60 stitches plus 1 to close the circumference. And the hat will be this size. It's an adult size hat, and look how gorgeous. I have a couple of them. The stitch look and the material do these stripes, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I have this one that I'm gonna use. I have this one, so boys colors. So if you want to make this smaller, let's say for a teenager, you can do 56 stitches plus 1 to close the circumference. If you want a smaller, let's say for William size, from 5 to 10 years old, you can do 52 stitches. And if you want a smaller, you can do 48. So you will be increasing by 4 or decreasing by 4 because it's a 2x2 rib hat. Easy to do, very fast, and they look really nice with this yarn. I'm gonna start with a slip knot, and these are my favorite needle to work with this yarn for hats because it have a really nice size, and with only 60 stitches plus 1 you have an adult size hat, and it's really fast to work with. So a 7mm, perfect for a bulky 5 yarn for hats. So I'm gonna start casting on my stitches and try to cast them on nice and close to each other, not too far apart. For example, don't do this, and you see, look at that space in between the stitches like that, because when you do your hat, that is the border and they're gonna look right. So you see, it will look like this, really nice, the little border of your hat. So start casting on your stitches for the size that you're making. So if you don't have bulky 5 yarn and you want to make this hat and you only have medium 4 and a 4.5 netting needle, so for example, for a size like William size, it will be like 84 stitches plus, always plus 1 to close the circumference. 84 plus 1, or you can do 86 plus 1, or for adult size you can do 92 plus 1, as long as multiple of 4. So you'll continue working like this until you have your stitches. For me, 61. It look like it's just a little bit of stitches. Don't look like it's gonna fit an adult size, but let me tell you, this one fit me perfectly both, and they're done exactly the same. So now I'm gonna close the circumference. If you never knitted before with circular needle, I really recommend it. It's very easy, like I'm gonna show you how to close the circumference, very easy, and your hat will be seamless like this. You see, no sewing. Only the sewing is to close the top, lose the tail, and to lose the beginning tail where you started. But it's really, really easy to do. And for this hat, I don't use any double pointed needle, just this one. You will do the entire thing. So to close the circumference, you're gonna pass the first stitch from the left hand needle to the right hand needle. And to make things easier, with the thumb and this finger, you're gonna grab them tight, and then the last one that you did, you're gonna lose that stitch, you're gonna pass it over, and you're gonna place your work like this. You're gonna pull those two tails like this, and you're gonna do a knot, and you close your circumference. As easy as that. Before I used to pass that stitch back, but now I leave it there, no problem. I place my marker and I'm ready to start my hat. Now we're gonna start with our hat, and it's the repetition of these 4 stitches that I'm gonna do the entire thing. That's what you're gonna do over and over until you have the desired length. So it will be 2 net and 2 purl. That's what you're gonna do. So this is perfect for a beginner hat, for to begin with circular needle or your first hat. It's very easy to do. Again, 2 net and 2 purl. And that's what you're gonna do all the way around. And why is multiple of 4? Because you start with 2 net, 2 purl, and then since you start with 2 net, you're gonna finish with 2 purl, and that will be perfect. So you're gonna continue working, 2 net, 2 purl. So this will be the easiest hat ever. And that's the repetition that you're going to do over and over in every single round. 2 knit, 2 purl, 2 knit, 2 purl. This will be the shortest video ever, and the shortest I ever done, because it's very easy. You're going to continue doing this, 2 knit, 2 purl. So you're going to continue working this, the 2x2 rib, until you have the desired length, depend on the size that you're making. For example, for a newborn is 6 inches in total finish, the finished hat. Since we're going to do a couple of rows of decrease, you have to do a little less than 6 inches, let's say 5.5. From 3 to 6 months, the total is, the finished hat is 7 inches, so do a 6.5 inches. The 6 to 12 months, the finished hat is 7.5 inches, so do a 7 inches. And the 12 months to 3 years, and total is 8 inches. I recommend a 7.5 inches. The 3 years to 10 years old is 8.5 inches, the final hat. After decrease and everything, so I recommend 8 inches. So for an adult size is almost 9 inches, so I'm gonna do from 8.4 to 8.5 inches and then the decrease. That's what I'm gonna do for this one. For example, this one I did 8.4 inches and then the rest was decreased, and this one I did 8.6. If I even this up, you can see that this one is a little bit longer, just by a smidgen. You hardly can notice, but I can, you see, just by doing a few centimeters more. That depends on the size of the head of the person you're making the hat for. Some people have a smaller head, some people have a little bigger head. So you know your family, you know for who you're gonna make these hats, and then you play around with the length. This one will be 8.4 inches and then the rest decrease. So like that, I'm going to continue working doing the 2 knit and 2 purl until I have the desired length. I want to show you the foldable scissors that I bought at the dollar store that I show you in my blog. They are really, really nice. I already opened the package. I fold them, both of them. They're perfect for traveling. I already had one like this. I don't know what I did with it, but I used to bring it to Cuba with my work in the plane, so they're really, really nice. So perfect for traveling, even if you don't go on a plane, but you travel and you bring a little bit of knitting. This is perfect to have a couple of these around. For cutting the strands, I already picked some leftover yarn to do a woman's size hat that I'm planning to do for next tutorial. These are the beautiful color. They're going to be a beautiful combination of this color. I hardly can wait. So I'm going to continue working on this, and I think I'm going to watch some Prime video. I started watching yesterday a series, English. I think it's taken the 1800. It seemed really, really nice. With Emily Blunt. I watched my first episode yesterday and I'm hooked. So I'm going to continue doing this until I have my 21 centimeter. And then I will do the decrease with you guys here. Look how gorgeous the stripe that this one did is. Look amazing. I absolutely love this one. And I already have here 8.5 inches. That is 21 centimeter and a half. So now I'm going to start with the first round of decrease, and it will be one round of decrease, one without decrease, and one with decrease. So we're going to do the stitches as we see them, but together. These two knit together, these two purl together. And that's what we're going to do for this decrease. Knit these two together and purl these two together. So the series that I mentioned is the English. I say English, but it's the English. It's the 1800 in the US, an English woman that traveled all the way to the US, and she's with an Indian, native Indian guy. So it's really good. I watched all the entire season, one season, and what I knitted is really good. I was just rectifying the name because I say English is the English. So people don't like those type of series because it's a little violent, but it was really nice. Really nice. So I'm gonna continue doing this decrease till I get to the end. To knit together and to purl together. Now you're going to knit this round, all the stitches, even the purl stitches you're going to knit. And we have one more round of decrease to finish our hat. Working in the last round of decrease, and this is two, knit two together, knit two together, knit two together all the way around. And in this part you will have to be pulling the cable because it'll get a little bit more tight to work because you have less stitches. So this will be your last round and you're done your hat. Now I'm gonna sew the handmade tag, and lately what I've been doing for my hats is folding it in half. Usually I sew them like this, but lately I've been doing this, folding in half and sewing them there in the net stitch, like so. Let me show you this one. Like this in the outside, and like that in the inside, and I hide the knot under here. So I'll do this one and I'll show you the end result. This is leftover yarn that I have from this one. On each you will have something like this, and you can create little balls or start to create a cake, because this is nice for other projects. The leftover, I already have a sweater done a crochet with leftover yarn. This type of yarn is absolutely gorgeous, and a hat. I'm gonna leave you the link here for both, that way you guys can see what you can do with leftover yarn. And the hats look like this. They're absolutely gorgeous, and that yarn is amazing for hats because it gives you this beautiful color work without you doing a change of yarn. But if you don't have this type of yarn and you want to do these hats, you can do a different little piece left over and create the stripe as you work. So I hope you guys like it, and give a thumbs up. That way you help me here in giving a thumbs up and commenting and sharing my videos. That help a lot. And if you make these beautiful hats and you want to send me some picture for me to share in my vlogs, you can do it through my Facebook page, Ruby Ne Crochet Tejido, or my Instagram, Ruby Ne Crochet Tejido. Please share my video with friends and family. That way you help me grow here on YouTube. I wish you have a beautiful day. Bye.